Hi, thank you in advance for taking the time to watch the following video. I wanted to share with you what I've been doing over the past almost 3 years at Humanitrack. It's been a wild journey, blood, sweat, tears. I've loved it. I would like to see if you would like to be a part of this journey because we do need your help. So we don't have to focus right now on struggling for our cash runway, but actually focus on getting the product out there, making sure we build our community, and growing. So thanks in advance again. Let's do this. Investing in us to get humanity's tech on the fast track to a healthy, sustainable future. So this is a little slide deck that I prepared, and of course I'll share with you, but I would like to use this video to walk through it at your leisure. And of course afterwards, if you're interested, I can share so much with you. There's too much information. And of course I'm bad at putting too much information into slides. So bear with me. It's enjoyable. I promise you. This journey it's amazing. So an intro to Humanitrack. In 3 words, Humanitrack at its very core is a crowdsourced technology accelerator. If we unfold that a little bit, we are a volunteering platform and a community to align and accelerate technology to this healthy, sustainable future that we all need. I'm proud of being a very transparent impact startup, which I founded back in February of 2018. We are a purpose-driven for-profit company. We've decided to be for-profit to be more agile and to make this impact much quicker. But we are not doing this for the money. We are doing this for the benefit of the planet, for the benefit of humanity, for our kids and the coming generations.
Humanity's goals and challenges are massive, as are efforts from students, researchers, and companies working towards their ideal sets of science and tech-driven solutions. At Humanitrack, we are striving to keep the dots connected so alignment and innovation can accelerate progress. The journey to humanity's healthy, sustainable future gets on track here and now with your actions. The journey is broken down into smaller quests, a few of which are now available at humanitrack.org, where heroes like you join and become part of the quest community, doing small volunteering actions, no matter your background. Many actions called tasks are simply to grow and support our global community, while the rest are to gather and organize information for the open databases presented freely to the world. Growing the Humanitrack community and awareness of it via social media and your network may seem insignificant, but as it grows, so does our ability to gather information and guide or inspire each other. What starts as a simple task and like leads to more tasks empowering those working on ideal solutions for the quests. Tasks for finding the latest news or writing an article, bringing research and data to the surface, sharing related events, listing relevant departments, companies, and networks, exploring solutions to inspire ideas and innovation in our forums. Every little action you do in this crowdsourced approach has purpose and adds up to empower those working towards the ideal solutions for the quest. Take your first step on this impactful journey to 2030 and beyond. Join humanitrack.org and help bring STEM minds and information together.
So as most of you know me, I have a real passion for technology and I've always had this desire to address global challenges for over the past decade, all kinds of big ideas with engineering, but there was no tech overview or platform to a collective community, an idea repository or think tank to do this. I then lost my mother, and she was only 67 back in 2016. And unfortunately, here in 2020, I just also lost my father, both to cancer. This kind of lit the fire under my butt to start Humanitrack. I'll make all these ideas come together. Then, of course, hitting that big 4-0, turning 40, really made it happen. So this is when I got together with my friend Jakob and fleshed it all out and then founded Humanitrack in February of 2018. I then stepped back from my long and illustrious engineering career as a chip designer. I spent most of 2018 from June until the end of the year doing development of the platform at humanitrack.org with my web development studio, Merrick Studio in Poland. I funded all of this from my savings, of course, and this has been a crazy couple of years of 2018, 2019. Lots of learning how to run a startup. What is involved in platform development. I didn't know a front end from a back end. I didn't know UX, UI, nothing. Last time I did some web development was, I don't know, like 2001, playing with some website. So yeah, lots of learning. Don't know anything about community building. This is all I'm about. And of course, I've done so much networking. Really built up my network, which is really important. It's very much worth it. But wow, it's taken a lot of time. Lots of mistakes along the way, but of course, from the mistakes come many learnings. So 2020, what a cray year this has been. But it has been a blessing in disguise for Humanitrack, as the pandemic has reinforced this desire for collective intelligence platforms like Humanitrack.org. And of course, for digital remote volunteering, as we have personally seen with over 80 global internal volunteers since we've started looking for them in March. And of course, we've had over 600 registered users at Humanitrack.org. I call this year the Year of Foundations because we've decided to create four distinct divisions at Humanitrack: Quest Development, Platform Development, Marketing Communications, and Business Development. We're fully focused on marketing communications and business development right now because it's important. These are the ones that are going to make us get to revenue quickly. And of course, it's so important to grow our community. Without a community, there is no content or reason for this platform. And so also in parallel, our business development team is working with platform development on usability testing and market validation. We will get back to the Quest development, as this is what we started and really pushed this year with Epidemic Response Quest, and it was super exciting and many man months put into this. But we will get back to this, and with all of the quests that we have on the platform and the coming quests that we want to create. We have over 100 planned over the next 5 years. We're driven exclusively by volunteers and interns, and myself. I have no co-founders just yet. I'm, of course, always looking for co-founders, but this is working. This works because the volunteers and interns share this mission and vision and the passion that we have for this company, community, and project. And they keep coming back. And of course, we've created the processes to deal with so many volunteers and interns and keep them going. And we want to put this into this learnings about digital volunteering into our actual business model that we found. This is how we're going to make money, and it's called employer supported volunteering. So this big foundation this year leads to what I call new beginnings next year. First and foremost, we need pre-seed funding. And this is where you can be a big part of this Humanitrack journey. With your small amounts of funding. Of course, this funding will be followed by approaching business angels for larger amounts of funding, and then this will all be supported by our revenue. Next year, we really are going to capitalize on this trend that we have helped accelerate and are continuing to help accelerate in Denmark for adding employer-supported volunteering to corporate social responsibility agendas. We expect to have first revenue in the early of the third quarter of next year. We'll have some small revenue in the first half from the company trials, but the big revenue starts ticking in at the end of the year. What we start now with the usability testing and company trials will lead to the platform being refined through small development with Merrick Studio. And will be happening over the next 5 months. And of course, this requires funding as well to do this small development. It will benefit all users at the platform. It'll make sure that we are ready for many more customers. We're ready for sales in the second half of 2021, and we are ready to scale our teams. We're ready to increase our marketing efforts to grow our community, and most cool and what I'm most excited about is growing our Quest community. And number of quests. We want to look into what's really big for Denmark and the world is synthetic fuels. That's of course power to X and green hydrogen. And obviously I'm really excited about getting back into our cancer screening and diagnostics quest, but starting up our cancer treatment quest. So what's also exciting is this business opportunity that we've stumbled upon and created. And it's called employer-supported volunteering. And this is where companies provide time, structure, and opportunities for their employees to volunteer. And it's actually the next trend in Denmark, especially for Denmark, who is one of the world leaders in corporate social responsibility. We are actually one of the first to market here in Denmark because it is a new market. So we have the support from ESV leaders who are actually struggling with digital volunteering because they're used to traditional volunteering. And these leaders are IBM, Danske Bank, and Lego. If you look through these slides later on, you can click on these. The first to market leads to our employer supported volunteering page on our website. And of course, this IBM links to this lady, Sana. She's wrote this really great LinkedIn post about what Humanitrack is doing. And both her and I actually decided on what to call it in Denmark. It's traditionally known as corporate volunteering, but she asked me, Max, what are you calling it? And I said, well, I'm calling it employer-supported volunteering because this is what they're calling it, starting to call it in the UK, where this is actually big. So we've decided together to set the trend for Denmark and call this employer-supported volunteering. I've had many talks with companies over the past 4 months in this second half of 2020. I've had meetings at PFA Pension. They were one of the first I went out to. I've talked with Nets Group, Novo Nordisk, Lundbeck, Danfoss, Demant, Gonfoss, and many more. We actually have a list of 250 potential medium to large Danish customers dealing with science, tech, engineering, math, STEM, and with over 100 employees. I'd like to show you this video that explains a little more. Global goals and challenges combined with employee and societal expectations and needs are driving companies to establish and improve their corporate social responsibility agendas. Providing employees with time and opportunities to volunteer is called employer-supported volunteering and is a proven key element in CSR agendas. It is focused on empowering employee engagement and soft skill development. But how can companies add, manage, and engage with this in a digital world given limited time and resources? Humanitrack is bringing together students, researchers, and employees onto our digital volunteering platform where they grow and support open source knowledge hubs and communities, aligning and accelerating tech info and solutions to a healthy, sustainable future. For companies, our employer-supported volunteering software as a service is designed to work with minimal setup and maintenance, yet provide maximum engagement and empowerment of employees. Employees are quickly onboarded and start their journey choosing to join one or more of our knowledge hubs called quests. They are introduced to digital volunteering actions called tasks, usually taking less than 10 minutes, done at any time from anywhere. Tasks are varied and constantly improved to appeal to different personalities and skill sets. Tasks either grow and support the primarily STEM youth community on the platform, or gather, organize, and make sense of the information for the quests. To maintain engagement, employees via the gamified platform get friendly nudges to volunteer, can work as teams in their new diverse internal and external network, even in larger companies across global sites, compete for Volunteers of the Week while improving their volunteering profile, and support quest communities with the latest time-limited quest objectives so they see their actions are creating progress. Empowering employee volunteers to improve a company's CSR agenda and triple bottom line is the core of Humanitrack's offering, which includes simple implementation and management, automatic reporting of volunteering statistics, gamified tasks adjustable to fit preferences, skill sets, and schedules, exposure of company to a global youth STEM talent pool, a choice to add a new quest related to the company's interest to our currently available quests. So some of the talks I have had with these larger companies shows the market trends for this employer-supported volunteering in Denmark. At PFA Pension, of course, they've been wanting to have ESV for years, and actually will finally start initializing it in early 2021. After our talks, they are actually interested in Humanitrack solutions coming back to us, and they would like to collaborate with us on starting a stress quest, something they're very passionate about. Nets Group has also, the lady leading that actually worked at PFA Pension, and so she's also very interested in getting ESV started in 2021. And they will reach back out to Humanitrack when they're ready. Everyone is very busy. This is why a lot of things have been postponed to 2021 due to the busy 2020 and this pandemic and the chaos. Novo Nordisk, their traditional ESV, they're one of the leaders in Denmark. It was dead in 2020. This is the Katrina, when we talked, she was just like, there's nothing happening. The pandemic has killed their volunteering. So they're getting no benefits from this. Their employees don't get to volunteer. They are waiting to see how things pan out with the other big players like at IBM and Danske Bank and Lego, and see how Humanitrack's solution evolves. We will, of course, approach them again when we have our demo ready, and to see if they want to do some trials with some of their employees. And we've been in talks with Lego. They've stated that their employer-supported volunteering also died in 2020, and they are ahead of the game. They're actually already looking at doing pilots with other ways of doing, getting out there, and especially they do a lot of going out to schools and communities and doing this learning through playing. And they need to figure out how to do all of this stuff digitally, do digital volunteering. So they're actually also very interested in Humanitrack's solution and doing a pilot with Humanitrack. So how do we monetize on this business opportunity, especially when humanitrack.org is a free and open platform where anyone can join, especially university level STEM students like at Denmark's Technical University? Well, what we've done is we've created these 1-year software as a service subscriptions to the employer-supported volunteering platform. This gives employees access to all the same quests as everyone else, but they really get guided onboarding and support that the general community doesn't get. The companies get company branding and a story from having their logo on our employer-supported volunteering page, and the logo will also be on the employees' profiles. These companies get weekly statistics on volunteering, how much time was spent on the digital volunteering tasks, which tasks were done, which sustainable development goals were affected by these tasks. Through our gamification, the employees get weekly rankings and daily rankings on employee volunteers of the day and of the week and of all time. We can also have fun with teams and other things through our gamification system. The employees get surveys so we can see their level of engagement and satisfaction. This also leads to feedback on the tasks so we can refine them on the fly to appeal to the most users and keep them coming back and appeal to their skill sets as well. We do a lot of what are called timed quest objectives. There's a lot of organization and reporting involved in these, and so the costs cover these as well. These type of objectives really help the employees see that they're making progress on these quests, that their actions do give meaning and progress. We offer discounts for these subscriptions in the beginning, and this is par for the course for any software as a service. The way we really are flexible with larger and smaller medium-sized companies is through our user licenses. So of course, we want to give discounts for the larger companies who have more than 100 users. But of course, we're going to do this experiment with all of these prices again through our market validation. But the prices right now cover the cost that we need. And this is about 100 Danish crowns a month per user. And we sell them in yearly licenses. One of the cool things that I've touched on before is customized quests. So a company has the choice of saying we would like to do this quest. So as I mentioned, for PFA pension, a stress quest. And if Novo Nordisk was interested, maybe they would like a diabetes or an obesity quest. And this, of course, really gives the company employees something to work on that's aligned with the company vision and their passions. So in terms of revenue, I kept this very conservative. So for 2021, we want to break even at least. And this is quite not that hard to do. We just need 4 companies with these subscriptions, totaling 300 employees in all. This will get us to break even. Where it gets really exciting is staying conservative in next year. In 2022, we double everything. So we have 8 companies and 600 employees. This will get us to 1 million Danish crowns a year, which at the current rate is a 63% gross profit margin. Of course, all of this profit allows us to pay back our whatever loans we take with you or business angels, and of course to increase our marketing budgets and starting investing in other platform developments like artificial intelligence. To 2023 and beyond, we want to add premium tasks. You can think of these as online case competitions. These are company-sponsored community problem-solving tasks. And then, of course, we want to expand to the US and UK markets where this employer-supported volunteering actually already exists. So this is where I need your help. I'm looking for impact investments from you in 25,000 Danish crown increments up to 100,000 Danish crowns via these convertible contracts with 5% per annum interest. This is, of course, because my cash runway from my savings is ending in February of 2021. I need about 25,000 Danish crowns a month for business as usual, all the way through the first half of 2021. And then I need an additional 75,000 Danish crowns for additional development costs after this usability testing. Of course, more funding from the business angels will continue the growth of Humanitrack in the second half of 2021, of course, supported by the revenue that will be starting to tick in. I've kept things really lean and low cost. Just to go over the monthly cost, it's $2,100 for IT services and hosting. Rent and other costs can amount to $1,150. It's usually only about $500. Platform maintenance is usually $0, but we have an emergency budget of $2,250. Marketing, right now we're actually a budget of $0, but we want to, of course, in 2021 get into marketing to grow our community, and this is $1,500 a month. The biggest cost is my cost of living. This is my salary. I can live for $18,000 a month, and this is it. So $25,000 a month extends our runway, buys us time, and it allows us to focus on what's really important. Again, this investment lets us maintain focus on reaching revenue and ultimately growing the community, content, number of quests, improving the platform with AI, and of course, ultimately accelerating technology to a healthy, sustainable future. You can always see the latest team members on our About page, and this is a quick shot of them here and now. A big focus on, as I've mentioned before, on business development and marketing communication. So I would really love to have you join and support this journey that I'm on. For example, in 2017, I actually invested 100,000 Danish crowns in my friend Jakob's agroforestry impact startup called eGrow, doing something for climate change. And it really felt amazing that I was finally doing something for my kids and for the world with all this extra money that I had. I actually ended up investing a total of 200,000 in eGrow. And Jakob's actually on my advisory board. And I could sacrifice the Tesla Model 3 that I had pre-ordered, was one of the first to pre-order, and it was hard to say goodbye to. But then I realized that this is much more impactful than this cool car that I wanted. I would like to hear more from you. I have so much more information available. I would like to talk about how you would like to invest. I'm thinking about using the crowd lending platform called Lendino. I've used this with another company that I also supported called CPH Nano. So it's all about helping each other, and I really could use your help. So thank you so much for watching this, and let's be in touch.